Pakistan and the Afghan Taliban's peace deal doesn't seem to be working. On the ground, they're going for each other. After more than a week of deadly cross-border clashes, both sides had agreed to a temporary ceasefire. It was brokered by Qatar and Turkey after intense fighting that left dozens dead and hundreds injured. But this truce did not hold even as the ink was drying on the document. Let's break down what is going on. This is Quick Take, your quick guide. I'm Smita Prakash. For years, Pakistan had backed the Taliban. It gave them refuge, training and political support. The idea was simple. A friendly Taliban government in Kabul would keep India out of Afghanistan. But that old plan has now backfired. Since the Taliban took over Afghanistan in 2021, Pakistan says that they've been sheltering the TTP, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, Pakistan's bad Taliban. In just 1 year, the TTP has launched over 600 attacks on Pakistani forces. According to reports, the group has become more active, more organized and more deadly. Each attack exposes how Pakistan has little control over the militants it once supported. The Taliban denies any claims of sheltering TTP militants. So what led to the war? Yes, Pakistan is in an undeclared war on its western front. Earlier this month, a suicide bombing in Pakistan killed 23 people at a police training camp. In response, Pakistan carried out airstrikes inside Afghanistan, saying they were targeting the TTP. But those strikes killed civilians, including 3 young Afghan cricketers returning from a local match. That tragedy sparked outrage across Afghanistan. The Afghan Cricket Board withdrew from the T20 series against Pakistan in protest, and the International Cricket Council condemned the attack, calling it a loss to the global cricketing family. The Taliban called it a cowardly attack by the Pakistani regime. Pakistan says it was a precision strike. Both sides are now blaming each other. How long will this ceasefire last? If you want to call it a ceasefire, that is. History of this region and its people tell us that once hostilities begin among the Pashtuns, then it's only the Jirga elders who can decide, not international treaties. Previous truces between the two sides have collapsed within days. The Taliban have already warned that Afghanistan will retaliate if Pakistan bombs again. Tall claims because Pakistan has an air force and Afghanistan will have to rely on ground warfare. But there's a bigger story behind this fight, one that goes beyond the border. It's about power, influence and failed strategies. Pakistan's military thought it could control the Taliban like a proxy. Instead, it helped create a neighbor it can't manage. Indian diplomacy. The Taliban's growing ties with India has infuriated the Rawalpindi gurus. The Taliban's acting foreign minister recently visited New Delhi and was warmly received. That didn't go unnoticed in Islamabad. India's Ministry of External Affairs also issued a statement saying India stands firmly with Afghanistan against the Pakistani regime. New Delhi also said Pakistan finds it difficult to accept that Afghanistan is a sovereign nation which can decide its international ties and domestic agenda. India is fully committed to Afghanistan's territorial integrity, said the statement. The government in India is not sitting on a moral pedestal. Hard-nosed, pragmatic, NatSec agenda is at play. It's a sharp diplomatic message and it shows how geopolitics in the region is shifting. The Taliban, once seen as Pakistan's creation, are acting independently, and India, once cautious, is quietly stepping in to fill the vacuum. Meanwhile, the United States is also watching. Taliban rejected Washington's request to let US forces use Bagram Air Base again. That base was America's main military hub during the war in Afghanistan. Where does this go from here? The ceasefire might hold for a few days, maybe a month, but the mistrust runs deep. Pakistan's strikes have angered Afghans. Their pride is injured. and everyone knows not to do that. The Taliban government's refusal to rein in the TTP enrages Pakistan and caught in the middle civilians. For now, the guns may have gone silent for a few days, but the peace, it's hanging by a thread.